Good morning, guys, and welcome to the first episode of Morning Joe with yours truly. I am not drinking a cup of Joe this morning. This is actually turmeric tea, but you get the point, right? Why do I call it Morning Joe? Well, it's certainly not for Joe Scarborough from MSNBC. I'm definitely not a fan. However, I will say that we get called Joe a lot in this country. I'm an American. They call us Joe. So the name of the show is going to be Morning Joe. And from time to time, I will have a cup of actual Joe or coffee. But right now, it's turmeric tea. This show is for you and for you only. This show is designed to give you information relevant to what is happening in the Philippines. It is also a show designed to interact with my commenters, the people that comment on my channel. I will be selecting a couple positive comments, a couple of negative comments. I'll address them. But more importantly, we're going to get valuable information about the Philippines. So, with that being said, let's just jump right into it. So I want to start today by saying, you know, this is Easter week coming up, and a lot of the malls will be closed. And I wanted to give you guys a brief rundown of some of the larger malls in the country that will be closed and their schedule. Ayala Center in Cebu, Thursday, March 29th, they will be closed. They will be closed Friday, March the 30th. Saturday, their operating times will be from 10 to 10. And on Easter Sunday, it will be from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Robinson's Place, Bacolod. Thursday, March 29th, closed. Friday, March 30th, closed. And Saturday, they will be open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Robinson's Place, Galleria. Thursday, March 29th, they will be closed. Friday, March 30th, closed. And Saturday, March the 31st, 10 to 10. Robinson's Place, Manila, closed on the 29th and 30th and open 10 to 10 on the 31st. The SM Supermalls, they kind of put out a generic statement for SM, and I'll read it to you. It says, Holy Monday, March 26th and Holy Tuesday, March 27th. All malls follow regular operating hours except for SM City, Baguio, SM City, Iloilo, SM City, Bacolod, and SM City, Puerto Princesa, which will be open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Holy Wednesday, March 28th. All malls follow regular operating hours except for SM City, Baguio, SM City, Novaliches, SM City, San Jose del Monte, San Lazaro, City, Stamesa, Iloilo, Bacolod, Puerto Princesa. They will be open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. On the 29th, closed except for SM City, Baguio, which will be open from 10 to 10, and Puerto Princesa, which will be open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Additionally, it says branches with select mall tenants that are open. SM Mall of Asia, SM by the Bay, S Mansion, SM City, San Pablo, Calamamba, Star Rosa, and Market Mall, Das Marinas. Good Friday, March 30th, closed except for Baguio, which will be 10 to 10, Puerto Princesa, which will be 9 to 7. And again, it goes into the select tenants thing. Black Saturday, all malls follow regular operating hours except for Baguio and Novaliches, which will be open from 10 to 10. Easter Sunday, all malls follow regular operating hours except for Baguio, which will be open from 10 to 10. And there's a detailed listing on here. I will post the link to this website in the description below so you can see for yourself. In addition, some of you may be familiar with the Podium. It's listed on here, Trinoma, the UP Town Center, and many others, all the major malls. So that covers the malls for. That covers the mall schedules for this week, which is Holy Week here in the Philippines. Let's talk about exchange rates real quick. Exchange rates. The U.S. dollar is currently carrying a 52.30. Actually, it rounds up to 52.31 Filipino pesos. So for every $1, you have just a little over 52 pesos, which is a really good exchange rate. In fact, this may be the highest I've seen since I've been here. It may have gone a little higher than this. It's been fluctuating, but it's been steadily over 50 in the last few months. For the euro, 1 euro will buy you 64.68 Filipino pesos, which is a great rate. For the British pound, 74, a little over 74, like 74.1 pesos to your British pound. And the Australian dollar carries 40.5 Filipino pesos as of today, which is March the 26th, 2018. The Canadian dollar, 1 Canadian dollar is 40.7 pesos. I'm rounding to the nearest tenth. Just to give you Canadians an idea of how far your money will go here. So that is the exchange rates for today. As I say, they do fluctuate quite frequently, and hopefully these morning joes will happen 2 to 3 times a week so that you can stay up to speed on events, as I will be covering news and other things going on. I will not be giving my opinion on the news stories. I will simply be letting you know what reputable news sources are talking about here in the Philippines. Now, let's go to some comments and have some fun. The first comment I would like to read regarding my channel. I'm only going to call first names because even though the comments are public, I still don't want to put them out there on video, just out of respect. There's a few comments on here. One is from Kirby. Sorry for your problems with Phil Post. They're the world's worst at delivering anything. Hong Kong has sent my fiance's police clearance back to Manila to be sent to the embassy, and we have tracking number, and it's had 2 failed attempts so far. They are disgraceful, trust me. And Kirby, I believe you. Kirby comments on my videos regularly and always provides good feedback and good information. As I said in the last video, I've decided not to use Phil Post anymore. There was a vlogger that commented on, you know, how stupid I had to be being a photographer and being a traveler, not to understand that you couldn't send lithium-ion batteries back to the U.S. Well, you may not be able to mail them, but you can certainly fly into the country with them, because I fly into the country with them in my camera and in my bags and sealed up and all that stuff all the time, and I fly out of the country with them. Having been my first experience in mailing lithium-ion batteries, no, I didn't know you could mail lithium-ion batteries, so apparently I'm just not that smart. From the video on my provincial living, so you want to live in the province, Edgardo has said, good advice on the pros and cons to provincial living, Jeremy. Medical issues like allergies and breathing issues should be a #1 concern to expats thinking of moving to the provinces. Excellent video, buddy. Appreciate the comment and the support there. I'm glad to be able to provide helpful information to people that are thinking about coming over here. Joseph commented, love your videos, keep up the great work, ignore the negativity from the arrogant 2%. And that is a segue into today's negative comment. And thank you, Joseph, for your support. I do genuinely appreciate it very much. So let's talk about a little bit of negativity. I got a comment today. It's rather long. I'm going to read you the entire comment, and then I'm going to go back and talk about it, okay? This is from Bob. Bob says, well, maybe I shouldn't post this comment, but I'm gonna. I know you have had some trouble there with the expats. I watch all your vids and enjoy most of them, but to be honest, I almost unsubscribed to you recently due to the negativity about expats. Bro, we know there are bad people in this world. None of us can change that. We have to just make do and move on. But Jeremy, what you need to understand is when you post these videos complaining about expats, you're not just talking to a few loyal viewers on YouTube. You're talking to the whole world. Literally the whole world, Jeremy. And when you make comments about how awful expats are and all this, it's not just reflecting on the bad ones who mistreated you, but it's putting us all in that category for the world to judge us all on. Guys just like myself and many more whom are good guys, literally judged by others' actions and not our own, due to the outlook that a YouTuber such as you gave the world the impression of how it is. Jeremy, I know you did not have that intention, but nevertheless, that's what happens. Think about it a lot. And please consider what you say. It literally takes 1,000 good actions for a person to overcome one bad comment in a judgmental world. I hope you can understand that what I say about expats does not only affect what you say about expats does not only affect the bad ones, but it also affects every single one of us in one way or the other. For that matter, it can even categorize your own self. Just think about it. Someone from us, or from US, I'm not sure what he meant, say China, sees your vid complaining that expats are awful and horrible people. What that makes Chinese person think of us all? Yeah, that we bad people. Bad people. Anyways, I've said enough. I love you, bro, and I wish the best there. Always be safe and God bless. So, I appreciate true 100% honesty like this. This is good, constructive criticism that I am always willing to listen to. However, what you're telling me to do is just keep my mouth shut and let the bad people, the people that are here to cause conflict, just it's okay. It's all right. We don't need to know about them because, you know, it's all good. Just talk about the good stuff and let the bad people, just let them be, because you're making us all look bad when you talk about the bad people. Well, that's like having a child molester living in your neighborhood and just saying, okay, nobody's going to talk about the child molester that lives here because we don't want the property value to go down. Alright? It ain't happening, bro. If they're bad people, I'm going to call them bad people. Period. That's all there is to it. I would like to address a couple points that Bob made. First of all, Bob, if you need to unsubscribe to my channel in order to, you know, feel better, or to protest in some way that, you know, I'm not the expat that people need to be listening to, that is your First Amendment right. And I encourage you to unsubscribe if you feel necessary to do so. If you feel compelled to not watch any of my videos, by all means, please don't watch my videos. Because I would never want to be a negative source of information or attention for anyone, especially a fellow expat, a good fellow expat. Now, let me break this down. Basically what he's saying is I've addressed all expats and said that they're all terrible. So Bob's either lying about watching all my videos, or he's only caught certain sections of the videos. Because if you'll go back and look at my videos, you will see that in every video in which I talk about these 2%ers of expats, I also explain thoroughly that 98% of the expats that are here are wonderful people. They're wonderful people. You know, we try to do the best we can. We're here to some of us to retire. Some of us are here just to kick back and enjoy life. Some of us are here because we have grander plans. Some of us are here stopping through as on our way to Thailand or wherever we're going next. I have never, ever in my life said that all expats are bad people. Nor have I painted a picture of all expats being bad people or demonstrable or anything else. This is called selective judgment, right? Bob has taken what he wants to take from my videos and brought it out and made his own narrative. Unfortunately, your narrative doesn't hold water, because the narrative that I have been giving people on YouTube clearly states that 98% of the expats that are here are good. But there's 2% here that are evil. And not just evil like evil. I mean evil as in sadistic evil. Terrible, absolutely horrible human beings that don't need to be here. They don't need to be here. Actually, they don't really fit anywhere in society. Perhaps in the middle of a desert with a couple bottles of water would be a good place for them. I don't know. They are people who enjoy terrorizing other human beings. Now, if you're mad at me because I've said those people are bad people, then you're just going to have to be mad. This is DoMoreLife. This is understanding how to get better at life. This is my journey through life. And this is my opportunity to explain how I deal with issues. This is my opportunity to allow you guys to watch me grow as a human, as an expat, as a man. So, could I have dealt with things differently in the past? Absolutely. Hindsight is always 20/20. Always. There are many things I could do differently, but I can't go back and change them. What I will tell you is that the vast majority of expats that I've met are wonderful people. But there are 2% of those expats, and I have met a couple of them, unfortunately, that believe in terrorizing another human being at all costs. For no reason. No reason. And when they do that to you, you will change your opinion. You will change your opinion on why I should call out expats for being what I consider less than human. Now, Bob, about your 1,000 good ones to overcome one bad one. That is an accurate statement. Have you ever heard the saying, it only takes one lie to erase 1,000 truths? You're right. You're absolutely right. And the stigma of expats in this country is already that we're all sexpats and that we only come here for young women and etc., etc. So the stigma is already laid out there. You complaining about what I say about the expats that are involved in my life is futile. It really serves no purpose because people already know that people like this exist. I have said good things about many expats in my previous videos. I said good things about some of the expats that I now have no respect for at all because I thought they were good people in the beginning. So I'm not really a judgmental person per se. I only judge a person by the value of their character. And when their character hacks my YouTube channel, goes on radio shows and tries to destroy my character, calling me disgusting, vile, nasty names and insulting me in just the crudest way possible, trying desperately to defamate my character to no avail, but they try. I'm going to respond. And I'm going to respond by calling them out. Because I wouldn't let somebody talk about you if you're a good person like that. So I'm definitely not going to let them talk about me like that. And that's really all I got to say on that topic. I do appreciate your comment very much. It is important to address issues like this. And this channel is not designed to be plagued with drama. Unfortunately, for me, there are a couple of guys, a handful of guys that just absolutely are hell-bent on tearing my life apart. And they're not going to. They're just not. They're exploring legal action right now. Okay. They've explored everything they could possibly think of on YouTube to get this channel destroyed, demonetized, blah, 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 and all that stuff. That's definitely not going to work because I have some news coming up for that. Just waiting to get all the information in before everything comes out. I did a little legal research of my own, and turns out that slander and libel is a real thing here in the Philippines. And it also turns out that the Philippine government, they don't like cocky expats. They really don't. So you will probably be seeing some videos in the short term that explain a lot of things to you guys. It'll be a court case. So, with that being said, I'm going to sign off for today, and I'm going to tell you guys that once again, this show is going to be evaluating some comments. Usually won't go this much into depth. This show is going to be about informing you on exchange rates, news, policy, immigration changes, anything like that that I can find. I'm going to try to do this 2 to 3 times a week. I may do it every day if I have time. But anyway, I really hope that you guys enjoy the show. I hope that you learned something, and if you have any questions or comments, please, please, please feel free to leave them below. If you want your comment featured on a Morning Joe episode, by all means, just let me know. I'll be happy to feature it. Thanks, guys. Take care, and if you don't do anything else today, remember, do more life.